making its way into Paycom Center, weathering that.
So you're not going to get any points there. You got to try to match this because
in three-pointers made as Tatum, he is the leading champs, the Boston Celtics, who are 26-9. Center court, Hartenstein, Porzingis, and away we go. Game 5 of this 5-game homestand for OKC. And Boston with Jaylen Brown, who's missed the last couple of games. A little deflection.
That's one of those deflections that Nick Gallup was talking about, forcing the Celtics to reset their offense now with a shorter clock.
Brown's mid-range shot no good. Wallace.
Never, ever underestimate who that's off of when you don't know. Do exactly what he did. Go for it.
Dort able to tightrope that baseline. Went for the reverse. Couldn't score it over Porzingis. Holiday for Boston, who averages in double digits.
Well, they're not going to pass up an open three, and they're not going to pass up pretty much a contested three.
Shea right down the lane. Gomez gives us our first points of the day. Brown quickly back. He attacks Hartenstein. He's been nursing. And returning for Boston. As Wallace, they're going to give him a little bit of space. He'll pull up in the mid-range. No, see Boston just sort of sagging back, trying to take away the lane in those drives. White sets it up. Porzingis went for the alley.
Far out. I know he's 9 feet tall. That's a tough alley-oop.
You always know when somebody's really tall, but you go to the front with the rest of the players, you fit right in.
Okay, I got you.
3. As SGA cut through the defense and bodies on his strength.
Took a lot of contact, too.
And Boston quick. Porzingis was huge to what Boston did last year, but he missed the majority of the postseason.
Now that's a foul. Porzingis just said, look, I know you're one of the top and one guy.
Back up, 30-point game after 30, been able to do on the defensive end. The steal.
If there's an MVP candidate that, has that kind of resume, you show me something that's better. He has been solid.
And White, from the outside, drills that 3. J-Dub, outside Casey Wallace, hand in the face from Person.
Man, that's a tough 3. Wasn't really contested because there was some space between he and Porzingis, but he just shot it up over the top. Man, it didn't even touch anything.
Huge mismatch. You saw Dort defending Porzingis. Tatum, and he gets one to go from. You just can't be surprised with their volume. They play the math equation. It's a big part of the formula.
I mean, get this, folks. They average about 50 attempts a game. Most NBA teams, that's a special night for them.
Shatters an NBA previous record. Is sort of feeling his way through the defense.
How about Hartenstein just making himself available on that dunker slot on that baseline as Brown loses the ball. Wallace comes up with it.
Good steal. Jaylen Brown prone to turnovers. Shea the speed all the way to the cup. Counted in a foul.
When he turns the corner, he literally looks like a track star. Trying to get to the tape. There are scorers and there are shooters. He is a flat-out scorer, folks. Can score in multiple different ways. As Porzingis will line up to 3.
White. That one round and out. Like White, who's a good defender, more of an underrated defender. Able to read that.
They're pretty good. And when they get you on the other end, they're going to take a lot of those threes. But their defense is pretty good as well.
Relocation 3, outside.
And how about the ball movement? Shea giving up the basketball, the wall ball to J-Dub. J-Dub delivering with the corner 3.
White penetrates up top. Hartenstein able to tap it out to J-Dub. Full stride, trying to create the 2-on-1, and he mishandled the dribble. Holiday right back to White, and he's going to get tied up and fouled. Free throws give us an opportunity to take names for the Thunder that remain out.
And how about the Thunder finishing up their 5-game homestand? You had a week of where you played all the top teams in the East and West, as well as the hottest teams, with the New York Knicks coming in on Friday night with that 9-game. Minnesota, Memphis.
All very good teams as Tatum. Left-handed layup. He has turned into a score for Boston. Coming out of Duke, been around a long time. The dump off, Hartenstein on the push, and
that's what Shea's doing a good job of in basketball, because they're always looking for him. They're collapsing on him, and he's finding his players, as he did with Hartenstein just moments ago.
That pass from Holiday looked like it was intended for Porzingis, and even with his leg, got the ball in his hands, as he's going to be the one to try to initiate the offense. Celtics like to do a lot of switching. Jacob just kept it himself in the...
Two similar players with big bodies. Plays in a lot of different ways.
Wallace right there. Got to watch out for the ball fake of Jaylen Brown, and the whistle comes. Trying to avoid the contact, and it's just Jaylen Brown sliding his right elbow.
You're going to be standing out there on that cold soccer field, because it's a great little sport for young players.
Good news about that is Cason Wallace, he's going to think about that ball fake and that shot fake from Jaylen Brown, which is his panic move. Dort had nothing but daylight from the outside, couldn't connect on the three. Tatum lobs it inside. Horford slapped away. Not a foul, but it's last time.
It came down to help out. Brown hits it. Just showing you his skills, man. He is a skilled player with a whole lot of athleticism.
He was Finals MVP and taking down the Dallas Mavericks. Dort on the baseline. He'll pull up. No good. And it's Derek White. He can play facilitator. Brown feeling it. High archer. Not going to get to go that time. He's just in. Hartenstein will keep it himself. Wallace floats it up and in.
A lot of Celtics set up their defense. They're pretty good when they do that. They're not defending champions by mistake, folks.
Want to get your hand in the face of
this contested.
Shea once again kept the dribble alive, then goes into the step back in the middle against Houston in the Celtics last game because of rest. Grabbed that rebound. Wide open underneath, and that might be this entire game.
That's what they do. They pass it back. They're well coached by Joe Mazzulla. They've been battle-tested time and time again. Finally came up with their NBA championship a season ago.
They've been knocking at the door, too. Some losses in the finals, losses in the Eastern Conference Finals. Finally stuck to it, and Shea, now in year number 9. Certainly has a head start on this right there with Jason Tatum in terms of the playmaking, what he's able to do with this Boston team. The kick out, Dort off the catch. Short, no good. There's Tatum, trotting up the floor. Trying to carve out some space, and get a whistle and a foul. Get defenders off balance.
Those early 3 free throw attempts. Says Brown will sit down now.
Jalen Williams, Will checked in first time, as has Wiggins coming off his big game on Friday against New York. Pull up, and that's good. He was shooting with so much confidence against the Knicks.
And then picking up where he left off with those 15 points in the 4th quarter against the Knicks.
Tatum kicks, open shooter, Horford. Offensive rebound, Pritchard. Hauser, he's dangerous. A little bit short on his first shot. There are really no weak spots out on the perimeter. Shea keeping the dribble alive. Bouncing, pulling, and
the Clippers, and followed that up with a season-high 19 again.
Said it was probably one of the top moments of his NBA career.
As well, Pritchard was a little strong with the 3. I take last couple of weeks of his young life.
That was last week when the Thunder played the Charlotte Hornets. Everybody came out, and Tatum not going to get rewarded for the swing through. Lou Dort, back to Wiggins, passed on the 3. A lot of heat on that pass. Joe, he is not going to pass on the 3. Isaiah Joe, as he drains one from deep.
You know, you can practice that shell drill and always work that perfect, folks. I hope we get a chance to show you exactly what happened on that particular ball movement that created the 3-point shot. As Isaiah Joe gave you a couple. Hot Joe on that one.
Horford, he'll tee one up from outside. As well as he did last year when he was 41%, but still a victory. As Shea, once again, negotiating. Wiggins steps behind the tape. And a rare miss for him.
How about Shea setting him up once again? His teammates. He is more than just an all-star and an MVP candidate. He is a big-time total package player.
Nice deflection by Dort.
It just worked to perfection.
Trying to keep that defense a step behind. Hauser, no. Dangerous pass by Jay Will. Saved. Somehow pops up. And Hauser's able to track it down. Now the Celtics, they got 3-on-2 momentarily. Cornette's going to kick. Hauser wide open, and that's almost good. Every retreating defense like the Thunder were.
Guys who, one of many guys for the Celtics that can shoot that three. They Oklahoma City, they knocked down 19.
SGA down the lane. Not going to get it to go. The back tap out to Dort for a fresh 14. Jay will try to play distributor. Wiggins, he will drive on Cornette, got it up and spins it.
Weight leaning a little bit too much on that front foot. And he attacked that lead foot and got all the way to the bucket.
Thunder will switch here. There's SGA on the backside and Tatum. Tatum plows right into Jay Will, but it's called a block. With 3.2 out of the restricted area, his foot initially, that heel was right on it.
Of all the beating to try and get a possession. Celtics have attempted in this first quarter.
J-Dub's not going to get that off. So the Celtics offense does